What's up, Casselberry? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up Casselberry podcast.
Welcome, listeners. Thank you for that introduction, Producer Robin. We are grateful to hear your dulcet tones. Friends, we are moving into summer. We are super excited. In fact, we're so excited that today we didn't get a guest. We are going to share our summer plans and some of our summer hopes and maybe even a few tips to survive the Florida summer heat. But before we get into that, let me welcome our team. Welcome, Miss Alia.
Hello.
Welcome, Mr. Carlos.
Hi.
My name's Andy Searles. Welcome, Miss Robin.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. You are always so dignified and dainty in your voice, if that's a thing. Is that a thing?
Thank you.
Okay, that wasn't dainty. You tried an accent there.
Thank you.
All right, let's start with a little icebreaker. Carlos, you've got some accountability questions for us, I understand.
Yes, I do. I wanted to ask, how are you doing on your New Year's resolutions? And, I want the listener to participate too. Think about what your New Year's resolution was this year. And now that we are in May, 5 months into the year, how are you doing on those promises to be a better person?
I'll go first. Honestly, and this is confession time, the fact that I cannot remember my New Year's resolution suggests that I might have failed it. Because I think it was something cool and helpful that probably ended after a couple of weeks. So that's my confession. I will say one goal I had was to work out 20 times a month. And the first 2 months of the year, I clocked 17 workouts. March, I clocked, I think it was like 24, which is pretty good,
That's
right?
awesome.
Out of 31. And I'm like 23 at the time of recording for April. So we'll see what May brings. But
Nice.
it's a goal rather than a resolution because I tend to break resolutions, but I feel good about that goal. So
What's your working out like?
Sometimes it's gym, sometimes it's a long walk, sometimes it's a little bit of a run.
Cool.
But I'm feeling healthier because of it too. Even lost a little bit of weight. So I'll celebrate that.
Nice.
I'll celebrate that while I commiserate the fact that I can't remember what my resolution was, and so I obviously failed at that.
Well, you could have just said that was your resolution.
I'm an honest man. I'm an honest man who fails a lot. So sits in that. Alia, what about you? What you got?
If I remember correctly, and I'm similar to you, I don't entirely remember what I wanted to do this year. But I do know I wanted to slow down because I say yes to everything. I always, I'm an extrovert. I like to be involved in things, but it's a lot at times, and sometimes I neglect myself. So I think I've been doing an okay job at that. Definitely saying no to more things and doing what I enjoy. And then I'll probably start saying yes again later this year or, when I feel the energy. But at this current moment, I'm kind of taking a little bit of a step back on certain things.
Well, I love that. Good for you, kind of pacing yourself through the year.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Carlos, what about you? You were the one who wanted to make us feel guilty about breaking our resolutions. What do you got?
I think we should take advantage that Robin has a microphone right now, and maybe we ask her how she's doing with her New Year's resolution.
Resolution to wear more glitter or something like that. That sounds like a Robin. Or learn more Taylor Swift lyrics or something.
She has to release more for me to learn them.
She has or she hasn't?
She has not this year.
Gosh, step up your game, Taylor Swift.
I know.
And we know you're listening.
One of my goals, resolution was to be more full of myself, and I am doing a great job at that. So it's for me. Carlos?
Never lacking confidence, are you, Robin?
Nope.
Love it.
For me, I don't know how to gauge this well, but my New Year's resolution was to try to be a kinder person and choose kindness more often. Specifically in the work context, I have a habit of, if I'm frustrated, not necessarily taking the right amount of time before I respond to an email or whatever. So I think I've been doing better. I've actually been using Microsoft Outlook's built-in AI Copilot, when I write my email, I will have it coach me on and rewrite it to sound more pleasant and nicer.
Can I ask what your prompt is on that? Make this email sound nice.
Basically, well, it has an option to rewrite it for you, where you can just tell it rewrite this more pleasantly, and then it has an option to just highlight certain parts and give you suggestions on how to change it. So I've used both because I don't want to just necessarily have it rewrite it for me and then hit send. I'll still review it, but sometimes I want it to coach me because I'm like, okay, what's the thought behind this? Why am I changing what I'm changing? And I think just taking the extra step to pause before sending an email, I'm like, okay, I was kind of coming off rude there. And maybe I don't need to be right.
Language is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you're using AI for good, not for evil.
Absolutely.
Wow.
If anything, I feel like my emails are too nice. I have a million exclamation marks. It's too excited. Like,
all caps.
yeah, I have to go back and like, okay, I should put a period in here because this is a little bit too much.
Well, I love it. Can I just say kudos to us for maintaining and keeping some of our resolutions, right? We've done it in some creative ways, AI, and good job, team. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Talking of good things, recently our local fire department performed a pretty significant rescue, and part of what that rescue involved was the safe capture of a feline friend. So Alia, tell us that story as we move to our Casselberry in the News segment.
Yes. So this happened late April in Casselberry on Laura Street. And there was a fire, unfortunately, and looks like from the videos and pictures, quite a big one. But luckily, only one person was injured. And the cat that they had in the house was rescued. So they actually used a pet oxygen mask to revive the cat. So no one was badly hurt, and we really appreciate the fire department, Longwood Fire Department, for assisting and making sure that we're keeping our residents safe.
I love it. I love it. Thank you to all our brave men and women who rush into difficult situations and make some really hard situations a little bit easier because of their care, their skill, their expertise. We are grateful to live in a city that's a lot safer because of our brave men and women, both the fire department and our police department.
Didn't we have a guest, a young lady who helped get pet oxygen masks for the Seminole County Fire Department?
Yeah, that was actually a very unique skill that she had, creating oxygen masks for pets. That was maybe one of the most innovative episodes we've ever had. So thank you. Also, on the other end of the spectrum, we interviewed once the fire chief of Seminole County as well. And again, just very impressed with his leadership as well. So what a blessing to be residents of a safe city. Okay, we've held ourselves accountable. We've praised our first responders. Now it's time for our dad joke of the week. And who would like to start us off? Robin, do you want to be our judge on this?
I will always judge you.
Yes, and you do it so well. All right, so Robin, your job is to listen to our jokes and give us a rating out of 10. Winner gets this week's
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. There you go. There is no trophy to pass around, but bragging rights are at stake. Last time out, our winner, rather surprisingly, if I may say so, rather rudely, I'm sorry, was Alia, followed by Carlos and me in last place. So let's see if we can see who comes out on top this week. Let's start with our winner from last episode.
Reigning champ.
Reigning champ, current holder of all bragging rights.
So really looking forward to summer swimming. But I'm always nervous to jump into the pool. So do you know when the pool is safe for diving? At what depth?
What?
Well, it deep ends.
Oh, deep ends.
I like
That's a solid 9.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
it. Nice.
I feel like I really stole from Carlos with my delivery.
It was an impressive delivery.
Yeah. So I just want to give him credit, even though
Impressive timing.
Hey.
I've learned.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's why I do what I do.
You're now investing in the next generation of comics.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but speaking of investing in the next generation of comics, the holiday for comics was recently, as of recording of this episode, back in April 1st, April Fool's. So what I did that day, I got to work early. I switched all the letters, all the M and the N keys on my coworkers' keyboards. I didn't know when they would notice, but they kept sending me IMs saying that I'm a nomster.
That was a hard part, wasn't it?
That was a lot.
That's a 7.
7? Okay,
You
I'll
had
take
good
it.
delivery, but it took a while to get there.
Yeah, well,
7.
I'll take it.
Wow, reigning champ maybe for 2 weeks in a row. Because I got a feeling you got a bias against me. So anything above a 3 is a win for me, Robin. So I know
All
I've got to
right,
work.
Andy. Impressed.
I've got to work very hard to overcome your bias.
All right. Well, recently I went back to school, took a little class, and I got an A on my origami assignment when I turned my paper into a teacher.
Okay.
It's because paper, origami.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Don't sell it no more.
You're dropping points if you explain it.
That's a 7 too.
Oh.
7-2. Okay.
Like a 7
Do Carlos
also.
and I need a tie break?
No, a 72 is what.
72 out of 10. Yes.
Yeah.
Crushed it. Do we need a tiebreaker
Yeah.
between Carlos and I for? I think we should declare Ali the
many.
winner.
Ollie is the winner.
All right. So Carlos, you wanna go again?
Sure. So, I found out recently that over in Key West, a key lime pie costs $3 a slice. But when I was in the Bahamas, I noticed that a slice of key lime pie was $2. I didn't know why there was a price difference. It turns out those are the pie rates of the Caribbean.
Okay. I'm gonna withhold a rating until I hear Andy.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
The owner of a tuxedo store kept hovering over me when I was browsing, so I asked him to leave me alone while I was looking. He said, "Fine, suit yourself."
Ooh. Okay.
Tuxedo store.
After deliberating with myself, I'm gonna give it to Andy because he got there faster.
Wow.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
bragging rights belong to Alia, me in second, and Carlos in third place. We have swapped places.
Yeah.
We'll see what next month's episodes bring. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I would also like to interject that the young lady who donated the pet oxygen mask, she didn't make them,
Yes.
is Rebecca Stadford, and we recorded this back in November of 2021.
Wow. You know, I remember Rebecca, and I ran into her recently at a soccer game.
Oh.
And she came up and introduced herself and said, I was on your podcast. I'm like, yeah, how are you? And it was one of those things. But Rebecca, appreciate you if you're listening. And keep giving out those cat masks.
Pet oxygen mask.
Pet oxygen masks.
All right, let's
All right, let's
this up.
take a break. We'll hear from our sponsor, then we'll come back by sharing some of our summer plans.
Church Together connects people together with Christ in community and for our city. Join us for worship at 200 North Triplet Lake Drive in Casselberry, Sundays at 10 a.m. For more information, visit us at ourchurchtogether.com.
Listener, welcome back. Summer is upon us. The heat is rising, and here we are in sunny Casselberry looking ahead to a fun and exciting summer. And we thought that we would give some of our guests a break during the summer and that we would take a few moments today to share some of our plans, hopefully encourage you in yours. And we have some questions for each other. So we're going to kind of rotate around on the questions, but I'll kick off a question. And let's start with Robin, if we can. The first question is, what was your typical summer like growing up? Robin, tell us a summer story.
It was hot, but when I was younger, somehow we were always at the beach or the springs. I remember playing with nature and friends and just having a good time.
So you grew up in Florida?
Yes.
Which springs did you go to?
Rock Springs a lot, and mostly Rock Springs, but Wekiva Springs also.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah, they're so
Rock
close.
Springs with the
The the lazy river, I guess
Yeah,
it's called.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it called the Lazy River?
I
like
think,
a natural lazy river.
Yeah.
it's not very lazy. I mean, it kind of you're down.
Yeah, you got to watch for the gators too,
That and the rocks at the bottom of the pool.
which is why it's called Rock Springs.
Yes, but so if you're not in a tube, you just it's rough.
Yeah. Have fun. That's
It is
good.
fun.
All right, same question to Carlos. What was a typical summer like growing up for you?
So I grew up partially in New Jersey and partially here in Florida, but a lot of my summers we would actually go to Ecuador, where I'm originally from, and would be spent at my grandparents' house. My grandparents had a house about 4 blocks from the beach. So we would just go to the beach often, go down to like the little town center and, eat lots of good food. And yeah, I liked that. It was a very walkable city as well. So we would just walk everywhere. And yeah, it was good summers.
Nice. Ali, what do you got? What was summer in your childhood like for you?
Also grew up in Florida, but my mom is a teacher, so she had summers off. So it was spent doing crafts with her. She was usually preparing us for the next grade. So she would buy, math workbooks and reading workbooks and make us do that before we could go outside or go in the pool or whatever it may be. So always hated that part, but it helped in the long run.
That's right. That's the blessing and the
Yeah.
challenge of having a mom who's a teacher, right?
Yes, for sure. But now she's retiring officially
Yes.
this year. So, yeah.
I know she will have a long, long, long summer. If she
Absolutely.
can lead into that retirement. I love it. I love it.
What about you, Andy?
Well, so for me, obviously, I didn't grow up in Florida. I grew up in England. Summers was something to be celebrated. We had a 6-week holiday, and we thought that was an eternity. And the rain would stop, and it would never be sweltering hot for maybe more than a couple of days. But it was just beautiful to sleep in, to enjoy the sunshine. I think our vacations, my family and another family 2-3 years in a row, we went camping in the south of France. Now it sounds very exotic, but basically we were so close you could just kind of load up your car, put your car on a ferry, and 2 or 3 hours later we'd be at this campsite in the south of France. And they would have kind of pre-made big tents, with 3 or 4 rooms in it. And so we would kind of stay next to each other. There'd be activities during the day for the kids, beach time. And it was always fun to kind of go into the town and drink some Orangina and practice our French and that kind of stuff. So that was a very happy memory of a early cross-cultural experience, even though we're only a couple of hours from home.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you get there? How'd you say you drove there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you did the flu powder or the port keys, or is that only in Harry Potter?
Are you stereotyping Andy because he's
Yeah, I am.
British?
That reference over my head, actually. Another Harry Potter guy.
He's a godly man. He is not into that witchcraft.
Un petit.
Got it.
Oui, oui.
Yes, yes. Do you speak French, Ron?
No, no.
No. Not much, but we did took some French classes in high school.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I would embarrass myself. In fact, Tracy and I, we've just celebrated our 25th anniversary. For one of our early anniversaries, we went to France. We stopped off in England to see family. And I remember walking up to this French train guard and was ready to impress my new wife. And she's like, go on, show me. And I said, parlez-vous anglais? And he said, oui. And we started talking in English, and Tracy was very disappointed.
Nice.
Parlez-vous anglais is, do you speak English?
I put that together.
You're a smart cookie. You are a smart cookie. So it sounds like we all had some pleasant summer memories from our childhood.
Yeah. So what are y'all doing this summer? Robin, we'll start with you again.
Well, I am going, even though I've lived in Florida most of my life, I have yet to go to several places in Florida, so I'm making it a little bucket list.
Ooh.
Nice.
To go places.
Oh, what's on the list?
So I've never been to the Keys.
Oh,
Okay.
Great pie.
Far drive.
I want to, I know, yeah. I have been to Miami, but I would like to go to Miami again, maybe on the way to the Keys.
Take the bright line.
Yes. And I would like to go to a place called Devil's Den.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where's that?
Gainesville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a spring hole thing. That's not the
It's
right.
cold.
Yeah. But there's also, I can't remember the name offhand, but there's a warm hot spring in Florida.
Oh.
Like,
Is it called Hot Springs? Because it's warm.
it's the only hot spring in Florida because they're all like cold. So that's on the list, and probably like try to enjoy that we're only like 30 miles from a beach as much as possible. So that's my hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer.
That's right.
Wow, that's good.
Alia, what about you? What are you doing this summer?
I pulled up my calendar.
Ooh, she's
Work,
scheduled.
work.
Yeah. No, I feel like, so I'm getting a designation with my job, and it's a lot of studying. So unfortunately, my summer will be a lot of that. But I'm trying to make the most of it. So I'm doing a class for the designation, and it's in Boston. So I'm extending my time there, and then hopefully going to hit up some coffee shops and restaurants and see some Boston sights.
I love it.
So, and yeah, Nick is coming with me. He'll be vibing the whole time while I'm in class, but then after class, we get to go out and have fun. And then another work trip, but trying to make the most of it. Going to Naples with my company and just hanging out with coworkers and things like that and having a good time.
That's a nice part of Florida, isn't it?
Yeah, so going to the beach and enjoying when we're not in meetings. And my birthday is July, so.
There you go.
And I won't reveal how old I will be, but I always like my birthday.
Well, that's a good thing. We're glad
Yeah.
you were born.
Yeah.
What day in July?
18th. And my test for my designation is the 17th.
Oh, gosh.
So
But that'll be good, because then you'll
Yes.
have all that stress
Yeah.
behind you.
Will be a double party.
yes, for sure.
That's good. Well, for us, we have lots of celebrations coming up early summer. Tracy and I celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. Jonathan graduates high school and turns 18. And I have a birthday on May 27th, the same day as your dad.
Yes.
And he's 9 years older than me, I think. And I turned 50. And I am very excited about it. I'm proud to talk about it because it's going to be my best decade yet. So we have a lot of early summer plans. We got family coming into town for that. And, we didn't plan the milestones very well, but they're all coming and we're going to have a blast with that. Later on in the summer, Tracy and I are going to go to Montana. We're going to stop by St. Louis on the way for a couple of days to see Orlando City play there and say hi to her parents. And then we're flying up to Montana, where I am conducting a wedding for a former Orlando City player who's getting married up there. And so we're going to go like Thursday and stay through Monday. Is it Big Sky? Is that the name of the town?
Yeah, I've been there.
I heard great things and can't wait. And then I got a trip to Atlanta, I think, in July as well. So lots of stuff going on. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
It's cool.
Carlos, what about you? You are the only one who hasn't answered this.
Yeah, I think for us, we're still in planning mode because we, as some of the listeners may know, we're in the process of finalizing our adoption. So before that, we have to ask for permission to leave the state, and we're not allowed to leave the country. So that's hopefully going to be all finalized within the first few weeks of May. Hopefully by the time this podcast is released, it'll already be a done deal. And we can better plan whether we're going to go and stay in, we're looking at a couple places up north. Like last year we stayed in Michigan. I'd like to return there, but we've also considered staying in Pittsburgh for a couple of weeks. So yeah, we're still, the jury's still out on that one.
Gosh, between us, we're going to see a lot of the state and quite a bit of the country.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So Andy, if you had an unlimited budget and unlimited time off, how would you spend your summer?
Gosh, I used to dream about living this life, but I can't anymore because it's so far from reality. But I think for me, I would just travel. There's so many parts of the U.S. that I would love to see. I would head to some mountainous areas. I would head to some beach areas. I would also go on a cruise, probably somewhere in Europe, maybe Alaska too. Maybe from Europe to Alaska, that would be quite a cruise, wouldn't it? Because the thing I love about cruising is I'm really able to disconnect there, right? No cell phone service. I'm too cheap to pay for the wireless packages. And so it's just a good way to really just tune out and really relax. So if there was no PTO, if there was unlimited PTO, unlimited budget, I think I'd probably travel by boat to some places. Yeah. What about you, Robin?
All the above. I go on cruises. I go wherever I wanted. Japan, a lot. Korea, everywhere. On a yacht.
Yeah. Alia, what about you?
Same thing. I'll shout out my next year's summer plan because it'll be a little expensive and it'll be a long time. I'm going to India with Nick, so seeing where my dad grew up, and so yeah, that's why we're kind of not doing too much this year because that next year trip will be really big. So and then if I had unlimited budget and unlimited PTO, I'd probably spend a lot of time on that side of the world, go to Japan. I've always wanted to go there. Thailand, see the White Lotus Hotel.
Yeah. I have a friend whose daughter got married a couple of weeks ago, and they got married on a Saturday, moved to Japan on a Sunday. And they're honeymooning there, and they're going to live and work there and just having an incredible time.
Wow.
I think for me, we are parks people. Like, we go to Universal and Islands and Volcano Bay a lot that we have passes for. I think, honestly, our family would just travel from Universal Park to Disney Park across the world, the one in Paris and the one in Tokyo and whatever else there are, and just get the express passes that cost nearly $100 a pop for each one of them. And then, hey, unlimited budget. We'll just do that. And we'll probably see other stuff too, but
You're going to get your steps in.
yeah,
It's a lot of walking.
be fun.
You certainly would. You certainly would.
All right. Well, super excited for this summer. Listener, hopefully you have some exciting summer plans, or maybe you're just going to relax. But I hope you have a great summer. Keep listening to the pod. And we're going to get, before we leave, oh my God, cut that. Before we end our show, we just wanted to leave you with an inspirational moment. And this is from the Beatles. But tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And I'll say that again. But tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. And I think this ties in perfectly to what we kind of talked about. We are living in the moment. We are achieving our New Year's resolutions and going after our goals and making memories. So always follow the sun.
Thank you, Alia, and thank you, listener, for listening to another episode of the What's Up Casselberry podcast. This podcast is hosted by Alia Ray, Carlos Piero, and Andy Searles, and produced by Robin Kepi. For more information, visit us at whatsupcasselberry.com. Until next time,